Hello YouTubers, this is the B-Man610, and this is my 5th entry into XX Missouri XX09's mock contest, part 1. So, yeah, I finally finished the mock, guys, after over 3 weeks of working on this. I posted the first version to YouTube of this mock on March 28th, and today's April 23rd. So it's over 3 weeks that I've been working on this, nearly a whole month. So this is the longest I've worked on a single mock. Normally, a lot of my mocks I'll make in 2 days. Lately, I've been making, taking 4 or 5 days just because I needed to get supplies. But yeah, so, first, real quick, I've started my next mock. See, that's one thing I like about doing smaller mocks, is I can have 2 mock stations going at once. So, yeah, these are all pieces I got from the Lego store besides the supports. But, I'm really glad I got these tan pieces because it makes it look nice. It just, looks nicer in my opinion. Because it's like gray and then tan. I'm going to get a pick recorder from Lego itself because they have this deal. You can get a free shower after you spend $75 more on Lego Star Wars. So I'm going to get a Battle for Geo and a bunch of clone battle packs. And then I'll also get some pick brick. And, so yeah, I need to get more of these white pieces because I'm going to put those on all the corners. It'll look really nice. Then I need to get more of these slopes so I can have it go all the way up to there. It'll look really nice also. And then I'm also going to get some cones for my flame pieces. As you guys can see, I got a lot of flames. I wish it would have been studs, but I'm probably going to sell some of those. And then I'm also getting like these, but they're only 2 long, but 3 tall. Carl Gente does in his mocks and his bases, so he inspired me to get those so I can have them right there. This is my own idea. Do this whole thing. No one's ever done a base like this. So yeah, let's get started on the mock itself. I have tons of planet pieces and stuff, and rubble. This was pretty much the clones. They crashed in their gunship. They were walking, trying to find civilization, and found an abandoned droid outpost. I was pretty much refurbished it with gunship pieces. So yeah, here I'll just go along the whole thing, so you guys can see all the detail. You guys can see I spent easily over 24 hours total on this. Because it took over 3 weeks, putting in a couple hours here, half an hour there, getting supplies and whatnot. So yeah, so now I'll start with I got snakes, flowers, green pieces, blue pieces, and yellow pieces. For the plants, I have these triangular pieces. I got these these flat pieces. I got these hook pieces. I got these long pieces. I have just some square pieces, and I got those pieces for the rubble, and those pieces for the rubble. And then yeah, so here we got a droid commander, 2 battle droids, and a super with rocket arm coming in, and we got 4 elite base guards and a flamethrower trooper. The base guards were already out walking around, but they saw them, so these 2 went inside to warn everyone. And now they're coming back out, and the flamethrower trooper just got his flamethrower real quick, and he's coming out. Because that's why I got the flame pieces way over there. Yeah. Because you can actually put them in droids' backs. So I'm gonna have next part, a bunch of droids just burning up from flames. So we got a little bunker right here. That's really nice. I did. It's pretty much symmetrical on both sides, so that looks really cool. And then I got a little flower pot. I got a little stalk right there. Trees, 4 trees. They have those in the middle. 2 of them are taller, so they have 2 in the middle and then 1 on top. You can see it. And the other 2 are smaller, so they only have 1 in the middle and 1 on top. That's cool. I got 2 of these in the mock. The other one's over there. Right there. And then I got just that. I got a rock formation right here. So it's really nice. What you need to make this, let's see if I can rip a piece off without totally destroying it. Here we go. You just need slopes like these, and then the cheese pieces. That's what I call them. Someone on YouTube called them, so I call them that now. I like the name. And then, yeah, I got 2 bunkers right here. They both have a gun that moves side to side, and a gun that moves up and down. Did it again. So, yeah, and a lot of you guys said it looks bad with the white picket fence around it, but I did that to show, like, the main base itself has black, and then all the outer buildings, you see that one, and that one have white fence. That's why I did that. They got 3 ARF troopers, a scout trooper, and 4 lockers, like 2 stacked and on each side. So this is just a nice little bunker. I'll show you that side right there, that guy. We got 2 guys from the front, snipers, and you got a guy right there. So then, the exact same thing on this side, and how would you do it with these? And except there's 4 ARF troopers instead of 3 in a scout trooper. And these guys are pointing to the side, right there, so they're not shooting each other, because that'd be stupid. And, yeah. So here, I got a little pond. We got a walkway right there. You guys can see that. And then we got an ant jumping in, so that's a nice little detail right there. I got, over here, this is the mini control room. This is for the guns. Someone's saying it's really stupid that I have a big control room and a small control room, because there should only be a small control room for this size base. And why would there be 2? Because he thinks that I really shouldn't have a control room. And so the reason I did that, it looks a lot cooler having the big control room and the small control room, you know, because a lot of times in mocks you're just going for coolness, not like you know, accurateness. Now, if you want to go for accurate, then a lot of this would be different, because this is just something I made up. I would just be like doing a Battlefield Geonosis or something. But I just wanted to go for a cool effect. So I have that. Also, my dad was saying that a lot of big companies, like he works for a big company, have like their main computer center in their main building, and then like 50 miles away or something, they have a smaller computer center. So if their main one crashes, they can switch to this one, and won't lose everything. Yeah, that's why. That's another reason it can be there. 5 gun. Good stuff. Yeah, so we got windows on this building, all along the sides. And we got 4 jetpack troopers on top. The 5th one's just peeking out right there. He's like, hello, I'm gonna shoot you. And we got picket fence around that with these red tiles. Nico was wondering why we need these red tiles. As you can see, Nico, they came in good handy for the mock. So I'll take this roof off. This is the only roof that I made out of 2x4s, because I didn't have enough plates left over. I actually made it out of 2x2s mainly. And then here, oh crap, gotta just fix this a little. This one was a bit problematic, but you know, whatever. I have 4 Horn Company troopers, and there they are. The guns are on the sides. They have a mini controller panel. I have 2 that these 2 are the same, and these 2 are the same. And I changed different was I just flipped the antenna around a bit, and that's it. So yeah, that's cool. And then you can also see another place where I needed the red pieces, because then it makes it so the roof doesn't like stick. Because I've had cases where I'll put the roof down and won't have those, and I'll accidentally press it and it will stick. I'll have to rip it off, and I'll have to do the base over. So, yeah, that's it for most of this stuff. And back here we'll go, and we have my waterfall. This thing is freaking awesome. It goes 2 high, then 1 high, then it drops down with, I have a bunch of just, you know, let's see, these clear pieces in throughout it to make it look like waves. And then down here it goes 1 high, then 3 high, then 2 high, then just 1 high for the rest of it. Now someone else, like on my productions, he did a waterfall, but he had it where there's a bunch of white pieces at the bottom to make it look like waves. So I think I'll do that next time I make a waterfall, and I'll also do this. But then if I take this wall off, you guys can see the waterfall itself better. So that's that. As you can see, it's really cool. So we got elite base guard there, elite base guard there. We got a gunner, putting in some control panels. There's red tiles on the side of that. And the reason the clones are getting scuba gear on is because they're gonna go in and they're actually gonna make like a base back behind the waterfall. So over here we got a little clearing around the garden. It's for like the guns and stuff, so of the plants and stuff. Here we got 3 rows of green, 1 row of red, and 1 row of yellow. And we have 2 EB3 clones with pesticides. You guys can see I put just the orange cone and that thing. So that's what they're doing. And then we got 2 scout troopers with water. I just had orange or blue one with a cone or with that piece. So that looks really nice. It really does look like they're watering it and stuff. So that's really cool. And now onto the base itself. So first off, these things right here are the miniguns. There's 8 miniguns on the base, and then there's 8 big guns throughout the mock thing. So the reason this is like this is because it makes it easier for ships like landing to see it, because if it's really dark then it's hard to see. But then if the lights go on, it will like bounce back. They'll be like, oh, there it is. So I gotta put this down, and then it starts in the base itself. So here, gotta put this on. We got a control room. This is really awesome. I made this huge control panel, as you guys can see, and then it's got control panels on the bottom with gunners and Imperial officers and lieutenants and sergeants. So he's watching over them. Here we have grenades, so like if they have to go in battle, they'll have a weapon. So that's it for that. This looks really nice. So take this off, and then oh yeah, I'll show you this after I take it off. You got a gunner climbing up. So I'm gonna have to cut this, and I'll do like part 1, part 2. So bye.